Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to walk you through the Pickaxe Builder, the place where you create, edit, and customize your pickaxes. If you're new here, our platform lets you build and monetize no-code AI tools, chatbots, and forms with a prompt-driven workflow. You can connect actions, integrations, and knowledge-based files to shape the way your tools work, and the Builder is where you set all of this up. When you first open the Builder, you will see two panels. On the left is the editor, where you configure your pickaxe and adjust its settings. On the right is the live preview, where you can see and test exactly what your users will experience. At the top center, you can use these icons to switch between the three Builder panels: the AI helper, the editor, and the preview. By default, the Builder shows two panels at a time, but you can enable a 3-panel layout using the toggle in the top right corner. A great way to get started is to use a template. Click Show Template to browse or search, then select one that matches what you want to build. This is a great way to see real examples of how a pickaxe can be configured. We have linked a separate video about templates in the description, along with several other useful videos that go into the features mentioned here in more depth. Another way to get started is by using the AI helper. Click here to open the AI helper panel. You can pick one of the suggested starting options or describe what you want to build, and the AI helper can set up the pickaxe for you. It can help you write and refine your role prompt, adjust your tool's configuration, enable features, connect actions, and answer questions as you build. You can also ask it to run interaction tests to confirm everything is working as expected. If you are ever unsure about what a specific section in the Builder does, you can hover over its tooltip to see a short description or click Ask AI to have the AI helper explain it. Now let's move on to the editor panel. We'll start with the prompt tab. Here you can choose your pickaxe's tool type: chat, form plus chat, or form. In the preview panel, you can see exactly how each tool type will look for your end users. This is also where you can update your pickaxe's profile picture, name, and description. Chat is the standard chatbot experience, where users can type messages and interact conversationally. Form turns your pickaxe into a structured AI form where you define the inputs you want to collect. You can choose input types like short answer, long answer, or multiple choice by selecting an option from the drop-down. This is especially useful when you need consistent and structured information from every user. Form plus chat combines both. It starts with a form, then transitions into a chat so the user can continue the conversation after submitting their responses. Next is the role prompt section, which is one of the most important parts of the Builder. This is where you define the core instructions that guide your pickaxe, including its purpose, what it should help with, how it should respond, and which actions or MCPs it should use. These instructions shape the tool's behavior and establish the rules the AI model will follow throughout the interaction. If you're using form or form plus chat, you'll see an additional section appear called prompt frame. Think of prompt frame as the bridge between your form fields and the AI model. You can create a prompt template and insert form variables wherever you want the user inputs to be placed. For example, you can say, explain the concept of blank, then click add user input at the level of a blank. Now, when your end user fills out the form, their answers are automatically dropped into these placeholders and the model receives the completed instruction as a normal prompt. The quality and reliability of your pickaxe depend greatly on how clear and detailed your prompt instructions are. The more specific and well-structured your prompting is, the more effectively your pickaxe will perform. For this video, I'll be creating a pickaxe that generates images and videos based on user requests. Next is the AI model section. This is where you select which model will power your pickaxe. Different models have different capabilities, strengths, and pricing, so your choice here can impact affect both performance and cost. You can click here to view the full list of available models. For each model, you'll see tags that highlight key characteristics such as whether it's optimized for reasoning, supports actions, or has other specific capabilities. If you hover over the $sign, you'll also see an estimated cost for 100 uses. These details can help you choose the model that best fits your use case and budget. The search bar in this section allows you to quickly find a specific model by name, and you can also use filters to narrow down options by provider, popularity, cost, and other criteria. We are regularly adding new models as soon as they become available, so you will always have access to the latest options. For models that support reasoning capabilities, you can adjust the reasoning speed or disable reasoning entirely if you prefer. In the description, you'll find a separate video on choosing models, along with additional resources to help you explore and compare the options available on the platform. Now let's look at the capabilities section. Here you can enable file uploads for your users. You have two options. This thread only, which allows uploaded files to be used only within the current conversation, or all tools for each user, which links uploaded files to the user's profile and makes them available across all pickaxes in your studio that the user interacts with. Next, you can enable options such as allow users to hear responses and allow users to use voice input. These features let users listen to the replies by clicking a button and also gives them the ability to speak their questions or prompts instead of typing. Enabling these options makes your pickaxe more interactive and accessible for everyone. The option display reasoning steps to users when enabled lets users see the step-by-step thinking process behind the model's responses, which can help you understand how each answer was generated. This option is only available for models that support reasoning. Another capability you can enable is image generation. Clicking image models will take you to the Actions tab and automatically filter the library to display all built-in image generation actions. The final option in this section allows you to add Copilot to your pickaxe. Enabling this option connects Copilot as an action, which will count towards any action limits on your plan. Copilot opens a special window where users can ask it to generate or edit content, create tables or code snippets, and download the results in various formats like docx, PDF, CSV, and more. We've linked a separate Copilot video in the description if you'd like a deeper walkthrough. Moving down the builder, you'll see the introduction section. Here you can add an intro message and set up icebreakers for your pickaxe. The intro message is a preset greeting that appears automatically when a user opens your tool. Icebreakers are suggested prompts or sample questions that help users start a conversation with your pickaxe. You can generate these icebreakers based on your current role prompt, and you also have the option to edit them or regenerate new ones if you update your prompt. The last section of the prompt tab is model reminder. This feature lets you set a consistent instruction that is automatically prepended to every user message. It's a useful way to remind the pickaxe of key guidelines or important instructions throughout the conversation, helping ensure your tool stays on track with your intended behavior. Now let's move on to the configure tab. At the top, you can customize your pickaxe by selecting a profile image. You have the option to upload your own image or generate one by providing an image prompt and choosing a style. You can also choose the chat icon that appears next to your pickaxe's responses and set the placeholder text that will appear in the input box. The token links section gives you a clear view of how tokens are allocated within your pickaxe for the selected model. It shows a breakdown of token distribution and provides an estimated cost per use. This helps you understand how much space each part of your tool uses within the model's context window. If you scroll down, you'll find controls to adjust these values. In the input and output area, you can set the maximum number of tokens the model will accept as input and return as output. Input tokens represent the amount of user or system content the model can process at once, while output tokens set the upper limit on how long a single response can be. In the context allocation section, you can fine-tune the token limits for user memories, uploaded documents, and the knowledge base. This part uses a waterfall allocation system. Tokens are first reserved for user memories, any overflow is used for uploaded documents, and the remainder is allocated to the knowledge base files. Lastly, you can configure the token allocation for the memory buffer, which controls how much of the ongoing conversation the AI will retain as context. Adjusting these settings allows you to balance response quality, context retention, and cost efficiency for your pickaxe. Next, you will find the advanced section, which is intended for experienced users who want more control over the tool's behavior. Here you can control word bias by instructing your pickaxe to prefer certain words or phrases or to avoid specific ones in its responses. This gives you fine-grained control over the language your tool uses. You will also see the randomness setting, which determines how creative or predictable the responses will be. Lowering the randomness makes your tool's replies more consistent and focused, while increasing it allows for more variety and creativity in the output. For most users, the default settings are recommended and usually do not need to be changed. The Knowledge tab is where you manage the knowledge base for your pickaxe. There are two levels to consider. First, there is a studio level knowledge base where you can upload files once and keep them available across your entire studio. These files are not automatically used by every pickaxe, but they are ready to be linked into any pickaxe you choose, so you don't have to re-upload the same content multiple times. In addition, each pickaxe has its own dedicated knowledge base section. Here you can connect specific sources just for that tool. You can link files from the studio knowledge base, connect external sources such as Notion, OneNote, Google Drive, or a website, and upload a wide range of file types, including audio, text, documents, video files, images, YouTube videos, playlists, YouTube channels, structured data files like JSON and CSV, and even RSS feeds. Most of these knowledge sources support dynamic updates. This means that when the knowledge base rescans them, any content or changes made externally will be reflected automatically. When you upload or connect a source to the knowledge base, you can click on it to view how the content has been processed. Each file or source is automatically split into smaller sections called chunks. These chunks are what the model actually searches through when generating responses. When a user asks a question, the system identifies the most relevant chunks related to that request and pulls them into the model's context to help generate an accurate answer. This ensures that your pickaxe references the most relevant information rather than the entire document at once. Within the same window, you can also test this retrieval process. You can enter a sample question or phrase and see which chunks your pickaxe would retrieve. Within the Knowledge tab, you will also see a section called Knowledge Settings. Here, you can provide additional context about the information being pulled from your knowledge base. If you want to explore the knowledge base in depth, check out the video we've linked in the description. Finally, we have the Actions tab. This is where you connect your pickaxe to external tools, automations, and custom workflows. At the top, you'll see the Connected Actions section. This is where you can view, enable, disable, or edit any actions and MCPs currently connected to your pickaxe. Below that is the Actions library. Here you can browse and search through the available actions we offer, connect other pickaxes, MCP servers, or create your own custom actions and MCPs. You can use the search bar and filters to quickly find exactly what you need. When you click on an action in the library, a configuration window will open. Depending on the action, this may require you to enter a webhook URL, environment variables, or simply define a trigger prompt. Each action will clearly indicate what is required to complete the setup. Some actions run using Pickaxe credits, while others give you the option to use your own API key instead. In certain MCP configurations, you can also allow end users to connect their own credentials. For example, if you are using a YouTube MCP, you can enable a setting that lets your users connect their own YouTube account. In that case, the Pickaxe will interact with their account rather than yours. That concludes the main sections of the builder. With these components, you can design, configure, and scale highly customized AI tools tailored to your specific use case and expertise. Now it's time to test the Pickaxe we just created. Before we do that, we're going to ask the AI helper to refine the current role prompt, convert this tool into a form pickaxe with the input fields we want, and enable voice input. As you can see, the AI helper suggested a set of updates to better align the tool with our goals. You can approve each change by clicking the check mark. Let's start by approving the new role prompt. You'll see the updated prompt appear immediately. Next, we will approve the prompt frame, then confirm the voice input setting, the model reminder it created for us, and finally the change to the form plus chat tool type. With these updates in place, this Pickaxe feels much more solid. So now let's test it. First, I'll ask it to generate an image of a cat. Perfect, exactly what we wanted. Now let's try a video of a dancing dog. And there it is. The Pickaxe is working exactly the way we want. We hope this walkthrough was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or reach out in our community forum.